Secretary, do you think the United States should continue supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia, a nation that is hostile towards the United States?
Well, as you know, sir, President Trump is committed to peace.
No, I just want yes or no answers. Today,
the United States has spent billions of dollars.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Over years.
Just yes or no. Can I get a yes or no out of you?
We continue to send.
Come on.
Presidential drawdown.
It's that easy. Kindergartners can give me a yes or no. Yes or no.
Yes, we support peace in Ukraine.
Come on. Is this really leadership? You're an embarrassment to the United States.
This moment matters because it pulls back the curtain on a much bigger struggle over civil-military boundaries, executive power, and accountability at the highest levels of government. And if you care about how democracy functions under pressure, this is exactly the kind of exchange you need to understand. So make sure you subscribe to stay informed on issues like this.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It shouldn't come as no surprise that I have serious concerns with both the deployment of the National Guard and the Marines to Los Angeles. I served in the Marine Corps. We are trained to be war fighters, not for crowd control. Everyone here should be alarmed that the President has sent armed forces into a city against the wishes of a governor and mayor. I am concerned this administration is purposely escalating the situation with this step and politicizing our armed forces in the process. Let's call it for what it is. It's political theater. Hegseth, are the Marines in Los Angeles ordered to protect property by any means necessary?
Sir, I would say the ICE officers and police officers being attacked is not political theater. The National Guard and Marines.
Just yes or no. Just yes or no.
The National Guard and Marines have the full authority to protect federal ICE agents.
Yes or no?
Can
you just say yes or no? This isn't Fox anymore. Just yes or no.
They're there to protect federal agents and federal.
Another BS answer. Under the SRUF, the use of force, are Marines allowed to fire warning shots?
No.
Now that's more like it. Isn't that easy? Well, I'm going to beat this drum because you refuse to take responsibility. Will you take responsibility for having made a mistake? Not to mention many people would say break the law in participating in the Signal group chat that included a journalist, your wife, your brother, where classified information was shared.
Sir, every way I communicate is authorized.
Okay, if you want to say that. I have called for your resignation. I didn't think you were qualified before your confirmation, and you have done nothing to inspire confidence in your ability to lead competently. You broke the law in sharing classified information, and in doing so, endangered the lives of our service members that you are responsible for. Your inability to hold yourself accountable makes you incapable to lead. This alone makes you unfit to be the Secretary of Defense. Secretary, do you think the United States should continue supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia, a nation that is hostile towards the United States?
Well, as you know, sir, President Trump is committed to peace.
No, I just want yes or no answers.
Today, the United States has spent billions of dollars.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Over years.
Just yes or no. Can I get a yes or no out of you?
We continue to send.
Come on.
Presidential drawdown.
It's that easy. Kindergartners can give me a yes or no. Yes or no.
Yes, we support peace in Ukraine.
Come on. Is this really leadership? You're an embarrassment to the United States. If Russia invades NATO allies, are you going to recommend to the president that we fulfill our Article 5 obligations?
Well, Russia has not invaded NATO allies.
No.
President Trump.
No. I reclaim my time. Yes or no? It's that simple.
There's Article 5 in NATO, which we recognize.
So is the answer yes or no?
That's what Article 5 is, yes.
Good. I'm glad you brought yourself to saying yes. Do you think political allegiance to Trump is a requirement for serving our nation, either in uniform or a civilian in the department?
I'm incredibly proud, as are millions of Americans.
No. Not today, Hegseth. Yes or no?
Congressman, you know what a silly question that is.
But silly enough
fidelity
to
to the
warrant a
Constitution.
very straightforward answer. Yes or no?
We all support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
You know what?
We're proud to
I'm not going to waste
Trump.
my time anymore. You're not worthy of my attention or my questions. You're an embarrassment to this country. You're unfit to lead. And there's been bipartisan members of Congress that have called for your resignation. You should just get the hell out and let somebody competently lead this department.
Mr. Chairman, do we not have any decorum in here?
Thank you very much. I yield my time.
Gentleman yields back, and I would urge everybody to.
At its core, this clash is not really about one hearing or one heated lawmaker. It is about whether the United States is drifting toward using its military as a political tool rather than as a constitutionally constrained institution. And when active duty forces are discussed in the context of domestic unrest, alarm bells should go off, regardless of party. Because history shows that once those lines blur, they rarely snap cleanly back into place. So subscribe if you want clear explanations without spin. The deeper concern raised here is escalation without accountability, where decisions that carry enormous legal and moral weight are treated as routine or brushed aside with vague answers. And when civilian leaders refuse to give clear yes or no responses on authority, rules of force, or treaty obligations, it signals either a lack of preparation or a deliberate effort to avoid responsibility, both of which are dangerous when lives and international stability are on the line. So subscribe to keep following this analysis. From my perspective, the most troubling aspect is not the anger in the room, but the imbalance of power it exposes. Because oversight only works when officials respect the process enough to answer plainly. And when leadership appears more focused on loyalty and messaging than on constitutional duty, it weakens trust, not just in one department, but in the entire national security framework. And that erosion should concern every citizen. So subscribe for continued deep dives like this. Ultimately, moments like this resonate because they reflect a broader fear that standards are slipping, that norms are being tested to see how much they can bend without breaking, and that competence is being replaced by deflection. And whether you agree with the tone or not, the substance of these concerns deserves serious attention if the country is to avoid normalizing chaos at the top. So subscribe now to stay engaged and informed as these issues continue to unfold.